Hey guys, how's it going? So in today's video, I am going to be doing the Beauty Blender Challenge. I am so excited. I do have a regular Beauty Blender and a powder Beauty Blender here. You guys should let me know if that's cheating or not. But I am super excited to try this out. I know I haven't uploaded in a couple of days. I did have some stuff going on. And I was out of town Friday. That's why I look a little rough. I do kind of have a breakout right here and some over here, but we are going to get right into this. So I am going to go in with my whipped cream primer, and I guess I'm just going to take some and put it on the back of my hand. I've never applied this with a beauty blender, so I'm curious to see how it performs. So I guess I'm just going to get some on there and just smudge it on my face. I might need more product if I'm going to use the Beauty Blender today. But I'm still super in love with this primer. Yeah, I'm going to have to get some more. I'm really excited to see how everything turns out. Just getting some more product on my hand right there. I am a little worried about how I'm gonna apply the e.l.f. primer because I do have to kind of press it in. So I'm just gonna get a little bit more. All right. I am super excited, you guys. So my conspiracy palette from Jeffree Star is supposed to be showing up in the mail today or tomorrow. I am so excited. My sweatshirt is going to drive me nuts. I will review it on my channel on Wednesday if it is here. If not, obviously I will be doing something else. But I am so stoked. I have waited so long. I did have to order it from Morphe instead of JSC, but I am still super excited. So I did just take the e.l.f. primer on the back of my hand as well, and we're just going to kind of press with the Beauty Blender. But I am so stoked, you guys. I have waited for that palette for so long. And I'm just super excited. Like, I got the email this morning that it was on its, or that it should be there, and I was like, oh my god, I cannot wait to try it out. It's so pretty, and it's been out for a minute, but I can't wait to get it. I also feel like I'm not center, so I am just gonna, there we go, that's better. I really hope this works as like the primer usually does, and it doesn't just like absorb into the sponge. I'm just gonna grab the rest here and just pat it on my face, I guess. Now I'm gonna move on to my foundation. I'm still using the Dream Matte Mousse foundation from Maybelline. I am in love with it. It's still like that super weird texture, and it looks really dark in this pan, but once I blend it out, it's so pretty. So I am just taking the flat end of my Beauty Blender and just pressing it, and you do get quite a lot on there. I'm just gonna go to town. Did you guys watch the second episode of Instant Influencer? I'm definitely starting to like it more. I loved the the drag that everyone did. I thought it was all so pretty. I wasn't too surprised when they sent Indigo home, but it was still super sad. Like, I don't like seeing people have to leave, but it is a competition. Yeah, I thought Benny's look was super cute. I thought they were all so pretty. I cannot wait for like the next episode. I've turned into a binge watcher, which is a little sad. Do you guys watch that show? Do you like it? What do you think about it? You should let me know in the comments down below, or if I'm just crazy bored. Alright, so I am going to move on to my concealer. I'm going to use Shape Tape and just put it on the back of my hand as well. I don't know how much to put on because I've never just gone straight in with a beauty blender, but first for everything, I guess. So we're just going to take it on the beauty blender here and conceal my under eye bags that are so bad, you guys. So I went camping and I am so bruised. I don't know what I did, but I have like bruises all over my legs. It is ridiculous, which never happens to me. So it was weird, but it was a good time. This is definitely not as full coverage when I just use the beauty blender instead of going straight in with the applicator, which is kind of concerning. And it's like not coming off of my hand all the way. There's still a bunch like right here. It's just smeared everywhere. Alright, so that's not as full coverage as I like. So I am just going to take my concealer and just go straight onto the beauty blender with it like so. And go back in. Oh yeah, way better. Oh my goodness. And we're just gonna like erase my whole face because, yeah. Way better, you guys. And then I am gonna do the same thing again and hit my chin area and my forehead. We erasing everything today. Everything. But it's not totally horrible so far, guys. My sweatshirt keeps choking me and it is going to drive me insane. Like, I can't breathe. And I'm just gonna try and blend it out so it's not as concentrated, but for right now, it actually looks pretty nice. I'm just trying to get rid of all those super fine lines because there's a lot of them this morning. Okay, now I am going to go in and bake. I am just going to use my e.l.f. setting powder. Tap some into the lid. I am curious how this, so this is a powder sponge from Real Techniques. Wow, my God. It's exclusively for powders. I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera, but it's like fluffier. It's got like a micro cloth type texture instead of like a regular beauty blender. So I am curious to see how this performs. So I am going to go in with the flat side here into my bake. And yeah, we're just gonna set the under eye area. So this does absorb a lot of product. Like this isn't coming off of here. Like there's really none on my finger, so I am a little concerned. I might have to just go in with my regular beauty sponge. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. And like I said, it said to use it damp or dry, so I did go ahead and get it damp, which might be why it's absorbing so much product. I thought it being like a powder sponge, the powder would just kind of sit on top, but maybe I was wrong. I'm definitely not getting as concentrated of a bake as I would like. And it's kind of like changing colors, so I think it's kind of picking up on my foundation, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but I thought it was interesting, so we'll give it a shot. Okay, so while that bake is sitting there, I am going to go ahead and blush and contour. So I am going to use this cream blush that I wasn't the hugest fan of that I used in my new from the drugstore video, just because I think it'll be easier to use this instead of trying to use a powder blush. So for that reason, I am going to go in with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer first for my contour. It also comes with like a sponge type thing, and I just use this to mark out where I want my contour. So just take the very edge of it. Since this is technically a beauty sponge, you guys, is this cheating? Should I be using a beauty blender? You should let me know in the comments below if this counts as a beauty blender sponge type thing, or if this is cheating and I'm a horrible person. So I just take it and just boop. So that's where it'll be on that side. And boop. That's where it'll be on that side. That is a little lower than I would like. But we'll just blend that out. So I am going to go back in with this powder beauty sponge. And I'm just going to take the round side and dip it into my bronzer like so. Like I said, this does pick up a ton of pigment. I am a little nervous doing it this way because I'm not going to be able to blend as well. But I am just kind of patting kind of along that line and hoping that it blends and it doesn't look like that all day, because I will go nuts. So I do think I'm going to take the other side that has the powder on it and just kind of diffuse this out. Now that doesn't look so horribly bad. And go back in with the round side here. Do the same thing, just kind of using patting motions. My sweatshirt's choking me again. Why is this always a problem in my videos, you guys? Like, I feel like something is always choking me, or I'm always fussing with something. So that looks actually pretty good. I am going to diffuse this one as well, just because it's not blending quite as well as I would like without a brush. And I am just going to take the excess like I would normally do, dip in just a little bit more, and I'm just going to pat all around the face and hope it doesn't look super, super splotchy. Again, just patting in with the round side of this powder. I almost called it a puff, but it's not. It's a sponge. But I think it's actually performing pretty well so far. So I'm curious to see how it does the rest of the time. Now I am going to take my bronzer and go under the chin like I normally do with this sponge, and I'm just going to kind of drag it this way and just kind of use smudging motions, and I think that'll work quite a bit better. That doesn't look totally horrible. I would like it if these weren't as pigmented. I'm going to be messing with my sweatshirt the whole time, you guys, don't mind me. So I am going to try and get this bake off my face, I guess. Not sure how I'm going to do that. I guess I'm just going to take my regular beauty sponge and just kind of pull away at the bake. I feel like this isn't working super great, but it's okay. All right, so now that that bake is kind of off, I think that's as good as we're gonna get. I am gonna go in with the Cheek Heat from Maybelline. This is in the shade Coral. I used this in a previous video and I wasn't a huge fan, but I figured it would be easier than using a powder blush. So I am just going to take the teensiest amount of this. Maybe if it'll come out of the tube. Jesus. This product has like been nothing but issues, you guys. When I opened it, I couldn't get I couldn't get it to stop coming out, and now I can't get any product to come out at all. Like what is happening? Why is it not coming out? Oh, there we go. Whoop. So I am just going to use about that much. That's really all I need with this product. A little does go a super long way. Now I can't get the cap back on. My goodness. There we go. So I'm just going to take the tip of this beauty sponge, kind of spread this around on my hand. It is a super pretty color, but like I said, a little does go a long way. So I am just going to hit the apples of my cheeks. Last time I used this, you guys, I felt like it made me look like a clown, and I was just not having it, like, at all. I do have to smile when I do my blush because I'm a dork and I can't, like, figure out where the apples of my cheeks are on my own, I guess, which doesn't really make any sense. So that doesn't look totally horrible. I know it's registering different in the mirror than it is on camera, so that's why I keep like looking this direction. I do think I'm going to use a little bit more actually, just so I can bring a little bit more warmth to my face. So again, I'm just going to use the tiniest bit. There we go. That's way plenty. Me struggling with packaging. And again, I'm just going to spread this out on the back of my hand with my beauty sponge. So there's like a dry chunk right there. Don't really want to use that, like it's just not working, so I guess I'm just gonna use what's on my hand and hope it doesn't like leave chunks everywhere. That's actually not bad, but what I don't like is that it's picking up my foundation off of my face, which is like exposing my natural redness, which is something I didn't like about it the first time either. And it also does this weird thing where like, oh my goodness, I really don't like this product. I thought it would be easier than using a powder blush, but maybe I was wrong. Maybe I should have just used a powder one because this product sucks. Maybelline, if you're watching, please don't kill me, but I do not like your new cream blush. I feel like I'm a child again, and I'm just like, I'll just keep adding more. That'll fix it. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's like picking up my foundation and like exposing my natural redness, which was an issue with this product last time. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. I'm gonna stop fussing with it before I just make it horrible. I am going to use another product that I'm not the biggest fan of, but this is another cream product. This is the e.l.f. Jelly Highlighter. This, I can't remember what shade it's in. I used it in my Everything e.l.f. Under $20 video. I dropped some of it on my seat. It was a good time. So like I said in the last video, this has a super weird texture if I shake it. Like it just jiggles. So I think I'm gonna go in with this part of my regular beauty sponge and just dip right in there. This is super pigmented. You do get a lot. So I guess I'm just going to go like that. And blend it. Is this gonna blend? Last time I couldn't get it to blend. This looks like the world's largest highlight. Dear Jesus. It's just like, like, looks like I took a freaking eraser. But it is a super pretty color. It does dry down. It does dry down fairly quickly, which I think was my issue with it last time, is that it just dried too fast. So I am just going to dip back in here. I wonder if it'll do it. Like, do you guys see the stringiness? I don't think it's gonna do it. But it's like a super, super weird texture. I do scrape the excess off back into the container, just because you do get a lot on the sponge. This highlight is just, it's just not it, you guys. It's like super, super pretty, but I think it's definitely better applied like with your fingers, because I didn't have a lot of success with it with a brush. So it's too far close to my nose, which I don't like. I do think I'm going to take the powder side of this brush and just kind of stamp it and kind of diffuse the parts that are too close to my nose. And then take the excess and go down my nose like so. Use stamping motions. Then hit my Cupid's bow, which it's not really picking up on, so I am just going to take a little bit off the edge here. There we go. Beautiful. So it's definitely, I mean, you can definitely see the highlighter. I don't think that's the problem. I think I haven't found a way to apply it that I'm totally in love with. But it is a super pretty color. I definitely like this color. I think it's beautiful. It has nice like champagne-y undertones. It's super, super cute. This is the shade Cloud. It has a sticker on it. I guess I should have read that. But if you guys like, it looks like, can you see that? It looks like, remember when you guys were kids and you had that doll that had like the evaporating milk? It's like that kind of texture. But I guess since that's done, now for the part I've been dreading the most, I am going to do my eyeshadow with the tip of this Powder Beauty sponge. I am going to go in with my super well used Tati Beauty palette. This palette is so beautiful. I'm in love with it. I think I'm going to just take the tip of this beauty sponge and go into shade Soothe, which is this light brown right here, and say a silent prayer. So it's super pigmented on the sponge, and I am going to scoot you guys in before I get started, and I will be right back. Alrighty, so we're just gonna zoom you guys in, maybe if it'll work, maybe not. So we're just gonna take this and just tap the outer corner and put it all over the lid, apparently, because that's what's happening. I'm definitely just gonna kind of go for a simpler look today and hope I don't get eyeshadow all over my face. So we're just gonna go in on the other eye. I do love these shadows. They're so pigmented. I definitely love them. I think I should have just got a cream shadow, you guys. I think I should have just gone to the store and got a cream shadow, because this is going to take me a hot minute to like get the outer corner the way I want it to be. I mean, I'm surprised that this powder sponge is working as well as it is. Like, that is super awesome. What I'm not too big on is that the eyeshadow isn't blending like normal. But I mean, I guess that's to be expected. I am using a beauty sponge on my eyeballs. All right, so I think I'm gonna go back in on this side and then go in with a different color. And I might just call it, to be honest, because this is just not being super great. And now I have like a bunch of brown eyeshadow right here that I don't know how to get rid of because this sponge is covered in highlighter. We'll wipe that away right there. I mean, that doesn't look totally horrible, but All right, so I think I'm going to call it with the shade Soothe. I am a little concerned about going into any other shades with this sponge because they do have that dark brown or that light brown shade on there. But I guess we're just gonna chuck it in the bucket and go in with this shade right here. This is another matte orange shade called Story. And I'm just gonna do the same thing. Take the tip of my beauty sponge, dip right in there. You can kind of see it. It's a super pretty shade. And I am just gonna kind of hit the center right here and towards the inner corner. So that's actually not looking half bad. I am a little surprised that this is applying as well as it is. It is kind of all over my face at this point. But I never in a million years would think, oh, I'm going to apply my eyeshadow with a sponge. It's kind of going all over the place and not exactly where I want it. It's really hard with a big sponge like this to get product exactly where you want it to go. But this isn't half bad if I do say so myself. I'm doing a lot better than I thought I would. So I think I'm going to call it on powder shadows for right now. I am going to try and wipe off this excess right here with a beauty sponge. All right, that doesn't look totally horrible. I am going to take my e.l.f. glitter eyeshadow, put some on the back of my hand, and just use it as a topper. We're just going to smear that right on there. This is also a super pretty shade, which I am definitely in love with. I'm going to take the tip of this regular beauty sponge and just barely tap in there and see if I can't get it, oh, beautiful, to do exactly that. Just going to wipe the rest off and go in on the other eye. Maybe I might have to get some more product. Yep, I'm gonna have to get some more. So we're just gonna swipe it on our hands again. Literally like as much as we can get off this little teeny tiny applicator. There we go. Go back in with the beauty sponge and back to this eyeball. I'm probably gonna get this all over my face also, but I am obsessed with glitter, so here we are. All right, so I think that's as good as that's gonna get. I'm gonna pop on some mascara. I couldn't figure out how to do this with my beauty sponge, so I'm just gonna do it like normal. I am just using my Bambi eye mascara. I am still so in love with this product. Trying not to smudge it everywhere since I do have a bunch of eyeshadow under my eyes already. This is super nice to layer. You guys should let me know if you like challenge videos like this, if you like longer videos like this. Go ahead and let me know what you think in the comments down below, what you'd like to see. I am here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I am starting work tomorrow, which is also super exciting. So this is the finished look. I'm not going to do my brows because I don't ever. But as far as the base goes, so there's no filter on. As far as the base goes, I think it looks pretty good, actually. The highlighter is just kind of like a soft natural highlight after diffusing it. I think the blush actually looks nice. The eyeshadow, I wish I didn't get it all over down here. I wish I could just dust it off with a sponge, which I think I might do real quick because I'm gonna wear this look all day. So it's not really coming off right here, but so I don't think the eyeshadow looks bad. It doesn't look great. The contour is a little harsh. I am kind of liking this highlighter blush combo, but that is it for today. If you liked today's video, be sure and go ahead and give us a big old thumbs up. Like I said, drop your comments, what you would like to see, another challenge video in the comment section below. I will link everything in the description box, and I will see you guys on Wednesday for that conspiracy palette review. I am so excited. Until then, I'll see you later. Bye!